Welcome back to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and it is Thursday, and that means it is time for another whiskey review, and today I have one I am so stinking excited to share with you guys, and that is my very first bottle ever of Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. This is batch 97. So grateful to our good friend who helped us get this bottle. Oh, so excited to finally have a Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend. Like, I've tried it before, a different batch, and I loved it so much. Oh my gosh, I could not wait to get this one. I was so excited to try it. Now, did it live up to all that hype that I put inside my mind, or was it not that good? We're gonna dive in. I'm gonna tell you what I think of it, give you my full review, the nose, the palate, the finish, and then I'll give you my final rating. So let's dive into this little baby. Oh, and before I get going on the review, I just have to thank you guys so much for being here, for supporting the channel. While you're at it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment while you're here. It helps a lot. It really does. It really, really does. So thank you so much. Cheers to you. Hey, it was kind of a good clink. Let's dive in. So right off the bat, this one I noticed right away, it was super dark. Like, it's super dark. It looks kind of like fall to me. It really does, like an autumn amber kind of color. Really beautiful though. All right, on the nose. Whoa, baby. On the nose, right away out of this one, I get this really distinct smell of like a vanilla tobacco, like this bomb. Vanilla, tobacco, creamy, like almost if you threw a piece of butter in a frying pan and that, like right before you're gonna cook like a steak or some kind of pasta or something. That buttery richness, some butterscotch, really, really sweet notes, but also this really nice dark and deep note. Oh, it smells phenomenal. It really does. It smells so good, so rich, very rich. Every time I put my nose in here, I feel like I get something new. It's like burnt brown sugar. Ah, yeah, smells really good. Overall, on the nose, this one is out of the park. Really, 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 really good. Super good. Now, let's take a sip and see if the actual palate matches the nose. And by the way, if I didn't tell you, this one is Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, batch 97. This one comes in at 119.76 proof. It's straight bourbon whiskey finished in Armagnac, sherry, and cognac casks. This is a Nancy Fraley blend, so I was super excited when I heard it was a Fraley blend. I'm like, oh, it's gotta be good. I trust anything Nancy Fraley is doing. She is incredible, but I will say right off the bat, the nose is very impressive. Now let's see what the palate's like. Wow. Holy moly. There's so much going on. I absolutely, right off the bat, I love the way this feels in my mouth. The way it feels in my mouth is just incredible. It's got this super creamy, oily fill in my mouth that's just like, it's just sitting there. Oh, now let's get to the flavor. Let me take one more sip because I'm just like lost it. This is so good. So, right up front, I get this sweet, rich, brown caramelized brown sugar, like, it just tastes like, if you know when you're like mixing up like brown sugar and butter in a pan that you're gonna cook, like, I don't know, you're gonna make some kind of cream or something, or you're gonna make, actually that's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes like that glaze that you put over a bread pudding, like a bourbon bread pudding. The cream you put over that. It's like bready and thick and rich. It's like bready, like French toast, and just like breakfast. There's some maple flavor in there. Tobacco, definitely like a leather, like tobacco right up front, like that vanilla bean tobacco, and then in the back it's like this dark leathery note that's so freaking nice. Some toffee comes in there. There's like a light hint of spice on the very back end too, like a baking allspice Not pumpkin spice, that's for sure, but it's like an allspice. I have to take another sip of this. And it's very warming and nice. It's so pleasant. Oh, I could just, it's like I'm eating a dessert in my mouth. It is so darn good. It's like this, bread pudding is the perfect way to describe this. This is like bourbon bread pudding. Even like some of the raisiny note in there that I get. Oh, I love it. It's fantastic. This is really, really fantastic. It's like buttery, creamy, rich, oily in your mouth. It's just really a fantastic pour. And I cannot wait to try this with a cigar because I think it will be out of the world, like out of this world good. But I'm also going to pace myself on this bottle and Bill too because it's so good and we both love it so freaking much. I gotta take one more sip. Like, holy freaking moly. If you ever get an opportunity to get a Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend, you gotta do it. Like, no questions asked, you gotta do it. It's so, I can't recommend this enough. It's one of my favorite I've ever tried. It's gonna go in my top 10 of, like, top 10 whiskeys of all time. Like, right away, I can tell you that. One more drink here. Oh, it's like heaven in a glass, and the finish is just, it just sits there, and it just sits there, and it sits there, and it sits there, and it builds, and it's just, it keeps getting better, and there's more flavor that I just continue to find. It's like just, it reminds me of spending time with my family and my grandparents, and anytime I can connect a feeling and an experience with my whiskey, makes it even better to me. Like, this is just grandma's bread pudding, bourbon bread pudding. It is so good. I love it. Oh my gosh, holy moly. Okay, now it's time to give this one a rating, and I'm gonna give this one 4.5 corks out of 5. It's absolutely phenomenal. Can't say enough good things about it. I love it. I enjoy it. I just can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of it. It's so freaking good. Anyhow, now that I have like went off on this crazy tangent about how much I love this freaking whiskey, so good. Can't get enough of it. Love it. Can't get enough of it. I am going to let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. But as always, I appreciate you. I love you. So grateful for your support. Oh, it's time to go dancing. This whiskey makes me feel like dancing. I feel like dancing. As always, I'm Dara. I'm your average drinker, and I don't know what's happening, but I freaking love this whiskey. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love this whiskey. And honestly, this is literally the first drink I've had all day. This is the first drink I've had all week. And it's so good. It's so good. So good. I got Joseph Magnus Cigar Blend in my glass. Thank you guys so much. I'm Dara. I'm your average drinker, and I'll see you next time.